I'm really eager to present the pepper. I don't wanna get overly eager. I still wanna say Bat, too. We gotta fucking talk about Bat and the Lion sometime. But which is the actual evidence? Well, if we're talking about Acro's evidence that he apparently had, the pepper was in the box, so it's gotta be that. Finally, I can present the pepper. Please be right. I can't handle this low health game over nonsense. Okay. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. Alright, we're on the right track. Well, what do you mean? The victim would arrive and try to take away the wooden box. That's when they discovered the decisive evidence found inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright, so what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? She didn't have one. She didn't have one, though. Am I supposed to say Bat? She wasn't trying to hurt anybody, and she didn't at all, in any way. But it has to be Bat, even though that's not... See, look, before... You know, they asked, oh, what was the motive for killing the ringmaster? And I had to say nothing. I had to say no, he didn't have one, had to move on completely. Presenting didn't work. But now this time, they're asking a question that doesn't have a direct answer, and I do have to present. This case is fucking nonsense, and I hate it the more I play it. So anyway, whatever. It just totally keeps going, like, it keeps setting precedents for how you should act, and then completely breaking them. And it's just, ugh. I have to present Bat. Even though that's not right, it hasn't given me a choice to present or not. I have to present something, so get out there, Bat Boy. Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. No. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead? I disagree. Technically. Even if he's still in a coma. But I think he's dead. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him? No. Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion. Bitten, Franziska. Bitten. And fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Regina, I mean, Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's not just in her. Alright, I agree. So then what happened to Acro's brother? We've established he was bit by a lion. He's not the victim of an attempted murder. Thank you. That's my point. You're proving that Acro's a fucking dumbass. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. I know that he's not the victim of a murder. Acro doesn't seem to fucking understand that. Yeah. It was a peppery accident. Oh good, I can save? Oh my god. I can save right here. Holy shit. I was worried pressing start might make me commit to an answer, but I can save. I don't really want to suspend play, but I'm gonna save, man, because I'm fucking on edge with all this shit. Because I want to say, like every choice that I make, I feel like I'm gonna get a game over. So I had an opportunity to save, and I'm like, whew. So just in case, put me right back here. Thank you. I mean, yes, it was an accident. I'm not giving up, though. It wasn't a murder attempt, but that doesn't disprove my case. It's just that Acro is dumb. No, I'm not saying that. Can I go pick the other one without losing health, please? I mean... I know. I've known it for a long-ass time. I've known it since we learned about the pepper and the lion. Okay, I don't lose health? Okay, I'm good. Maybe that was the wrong... Oh, okay. I guess that was the wrong choice, but it got me to the right place anyway, so it didn't even fucking matter. It was, though. What do you mean? Unless I'm totally wrong. There's no way that Regina... I know she didn't. I hate you all. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bright... With the pepper, right? I'm supposed to present the pepper again? Unless I've been wrong. But I can't be. I've been thinking this is what made the lion sneeze. That can't be wrong, because Acro is saying that that's conclusive evidence too. So it has to be. But she didn't make him. Oh, that's right. I forgot we got the new evidence. We got this now. Okay, see, yeah, this is also stained with pepper. Okay. Well, then would either one work? It's pepper either way. But I guess it's probably this, because this is pepper that was on his person that the lion would smell, because he put it in his mouth. And I guess Regina's the one who got it on him. That's still an accident, though! What the fuck would you call that other than an accident? The only thing you could call it is a boy who's retarded, who puts his head in a lion's mouth. It's still an accident. Whether she's responsible because she got the pepper on him or not, it's an accident. Pepper, this, probably the same fucking result either way, just do this. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina? There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Why did I use that voice? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. But not on purpose, right? I mean, it wasn't on purpose, right? There's no fucking way. Didn't they, like, throw pepper on each other as a joke or something? Didn't they say something like that earlier, and I thought it was really weird? So maybe Acro did think it was an actual murder, but how could he have? There's no way. He had to know that they were fucking around with each other, right? Why is the bird pecking me? Oh my god. Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. I have not fingered that man. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Or the girl, either. She's underage. Regina gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It's not. It's still an accident. Right? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Yeah, because he sneezed. He got a dumbass smile look on his face, and he sneezed and bit down. Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. Thank you, I was fucking right the whole time. Give me a damn cookie. What a pain in the ass it's been to get here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Leon didn't plan to bite on biting Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. Yup. He sneezed because of all the pepper spread on the scarf. Whoa, 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 whoa. You fool! You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object, for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really plan to say this joke of an accident actually happened? Thank you for calling it an accident. Which is what it is. Lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke as you put it. Maybe he didn't die, maybe that part of my theory was wrong, but that's pretty inconsequential. Or maybe he did. You foolish idiot. So it's a joke of an accident to you, huh? Oh, that might have pissed him off. Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. His face never changes, though. He never breaks down. Think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro? You can't mean, witness! Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. I'm really fucking tired of this, honestly. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster... Where is the evidence that proves that claim? What would I need? I would need the bust, right? We still don't have it. We didn't go anywhere in the break. Gumshoe only brought us the scarf. We still don't have it, so how the fuck, what evidence do I have? And we're confirming that what Regina did was an accident still, right? Good. The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. Murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. Can we go to his room? Can we go check? There's a bunch of stuff stashed in there. We didn't look through it all. You've got to do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, good, I want to be done with it. I'm gonna save again. Because I'm not confident, because everything in this case is wishy-washy. Because I want to say request the room, but Von Karma was in the room earlier, and she, you know, inspected it, so I don't want to lose health by saying it. But I'm going to say it. What is it now? Because last time I made the wrong choice. It put me on the right track anyway, and I didn't lose health, but just to be safe. Von Karma, Total Justice, VKTJ. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. Yeah, but if you found it, I would fully expect you to hide it. So, I don't trust you. There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about this. So I'm not going to lose health. It looks like the coup de grace in this case was ever so sweet. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the important evidence here is about the death of the ringmaster. I think you should remember that. This guy has been so close to getting away with this for so long now. I just want to fucking stick it to him. Where's the... Okay, we're still on the right track. Didn't lose any health. Where is the bust right now? It's not in his room, apparently. Even though I don't trust Franziska. Apparently Gumshoe was there, so I guess I can trust him. Where is the bust? It's on Franziska's chest. Boom! Anyway. Get it? I still get to go, right? Don't end it. Hello? Dude. I didn't cross-examine him in the first place, though. Oh, okay, thank you. Of course, another last-minute save. We got, a ton of those in this series. Who did it? Maya! Maya! Alright, D- up to at least a C. At least a C. Passing grade. Thank you, Maya. I don't know why Phoenix just didn't say it, but thank you, Maya. You came through at the last second. The last minute save. Thank you. Proud of you. The defense needs time to prepare to present its lace. It's lace? It's what? Okay, so that wasn't a typo. I wasn't sure, because there are a bunch of typos in these games. She actually misspoke. It's okay, though. Maya, some of the insults that I threw at you earlier, I will retract some of them, because you helped me here. Anyway, like, we're not going to take more time, are we? Like, I want to be done with this. I'm really tired of this case. I want to move on to the next one. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Sure. That's how Acro's lived his life up till now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bus now? Somewhere in the lodging house. Somewhere in the big top. Somewhere in this courtroom? Alright, so Acro's room isn't an option, just the lodging house in general. I mean... I don't fucking know! Those are all very big areas! No, well, not really the courtroom, but the other two. The lodging house. Doesn't that include, like, Mo's room and his room and, like, the cafeteria or other rooms? Maybe not the cafeteria, but there's more there. There's more rooms. It could be in any of them. Or somewhere in the big top. In the entirety of the circus? I mean, we were looking around the whole thing and we didn't find it. But... in the courtroom... if it was in the courtroom, it would have to be on Acro's person. It would have to be, like... could it be... it would have to be, like, in his wheelchair. We've seen his wheelchair a couple times from the back, but I don't have a clear memory of what it looked like, because I wasn't trying to memorize what his fucking wheelchair looked like. But... does it have, like, a covering on the bottom? Could you put something down there? With most wheelchairs, I feel like you couldn't do that. I feel like these are both too vague, though, and too big areas. Having it in his wheelchair is pretty fucking weird. I feel like this is probably one of the big choices that people hate about this case. Can I save? Yeah. Let me go ahead and save again. I feel like people probably don't like this choice. This is pretty strange. I don't know if it could be in his wheelchair. Like, I don't know if it could be in any of these places. I want to say this because those are just too big. These two, they're just too big and also kind of too similar. Because lodging house is part of the circus. I mean, I guess they're separate areas, but still. And not only that, but if it is in one of these areas, we would have to leave and go find it, and, you know, I don't think that's gonna happen. Unless we delay the trial more, which I don't want to fucking happen. So I'm gonna say in the courtroom, and I'm not saying that because of the logic of the narrative, I'm saying it because of the logic that this is a video game, and I think that this is the last question of the trial, and for us to present the bust, it needs to be here. We don't have it. If we don't have it with us, we can't present it. So, going with the logic of it being a video game rather than the logic of the story, that's really another point to dock from this case, because I don't think that's really a good thing. So I'm going to say in the courtroom. I enjoyed decently the first part of this trial, except for the cloak bit, but the second part, I have just hated it. And I hate Mo, and I hate Max, and I hate some of the other logic, and I hate all this, and now I hate Acro, and I hate... What is the question? What are we doing now? Alright, well, it's not... it's obviously not with either of them, although I wouldn't put it past her. I guess it's with the witness. Specifically, not just chair, wheelchair. So yeah, there's a blanket over it. Apparently you can put a life-size bust in there. That thing's pretty fucking big, though, and are you serious? That's just in there? That's pretty silly. That's maybe not silly like the cloak thing, but that's kind of... Like, I can easily see you not figuring that at all. I mean, yeah. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. I guess that's right. Ha, 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 ha. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. Not gonna break down. At all. I think it's pretty amazing that you could laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you couldn't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proves inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, she would have probably just hidden it. But that's irrelevant, which is why you had to hide it, in the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Could you please remove the blanket from the wheelchair? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! How could you? You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro, so we're done. With no breakdown. Actually, 2 of them. 2 of them? Miss Franziska Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. Maya helped. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. He's still a nice fucking dude. But he also murdered a guy trying to murder a little girl, so also not nice, so fuck him. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Uh-huh, you definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I don't think she... Yeah, like, I mean... So yeah, that wasn't her goal there. It actually worked in our favor. Doesn't matter now, though. It seems as if we've arrived at the truth. Acro, can I see the bust? I'm curious, like, what shape it's in. Just for my own curiosity. Yes, he did. I'm hungry. I also have to pee. I want to get this over with. There we go, he admitted it.